What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the White Boy family, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video out there. Hey, man, on this one, I'm jumping right into it, man. In prison, you're going to have to take urine test, piss test, whatever you want to call them. It's random. You know what I mean? I'll never forget the description of how this black dude woke up one night, and he was dead ass right, in prison, they have like a lottery system. It's kind of like if you ever had to do drug court or whatever, you never know when you're going to have to go down to that courthouse or that probation office and take a piss. You know what I mean? So it's funny and crazy because, I remember this black dude woke up it was just work call, one night. If you work in the kitchen, you have to get woke up per night to get up at early in the morning to start making the breakfast and to serve all the inmates. So every morning you can, this is how it was described to me by him. Every morning he said, the dude slept right by me. He was like, man, that dude be kicking my bunk with a boot like this big, man. And he's right. I mean, I don't know if it was that big, but I mean, the COs was purposely, wham. They kicked the shit out of that bunk pole. Obviously it's a bunk bed. Whether you're on a single rack or a bunk bed, it's going to be on four poles. They donkey kick it, BAM! To wake you up. It's the same way they do at a drug test. You see what I'm saying? And there's no which way to do it in prison. It's a lottery system, But on this video, I want to talk about, on all my time I've done, two drug tests. Two drug tests. That's all I ever had. Okay. The first one.
What does a drug screen detect? According to Medline Plus, a drug test looks for the presence of.
Hey, bitch! Stop listening to me. Fix that later. Anyway, two drug tests, man. The whole bid. Okay. The first one was my first bid, and I got woke up with one that big. And it was just that lottery thing, man. I had been in for over 2 years at the time, and, I have a problem, man. I have a problem. I have a problem in prison, and I have a problem in probation office, man. And I'm sure a lot of people watching this video, I don't know, let me know in the comments. I'm sure you have the same issue as I do. I'm kind of bladder shy, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, anybody who's ever been on probation, anybody who's ever had a prison drug test, no matter what type of camp you're at or whatever, I never could understand how a probation officer and a CO is like this with you. Okay, we'll take the urine sample now. Literally, they're looking right at your stuff, man. And I don't have the standard white boy issue, man. I don't have head, hair, and nuts. I'm straight. You know what I mean? But at the same time that I'm straight, I don't have the standard white boy issue. At the same time, I've seen more cocks than a retired porn star, Jenna Jameson. I got her. She's way behind me. I see more dicks than she has, and she could be retired for 5 years. But at the same time that I'm telling you, both these two things that are totally different, I'm still kind of bladder shy with it. You see what I'm saying? It's just something about some dude right there looking at your stuff. It's weird, man. It makes it hard. You see what I'm saying? But so the first time on my first bid, I got woke up and the dude kicked my bunk with a boot this big, steel toe with it all, and I was with the bladder shy thing, man. And I just couldn't go. And he the way he worded it, he was like, you got 3 minutes, and by the time he said that, I was already chugging water, this and that. You have to wake up and be ready to just be like, imagine yourself straight up sleeping. Somebody kicks your bunk, BAM! Piss in the cup. You gotta be like military status. Yes, sir. Psst. Here. That's not reality. That is not how the average person works. You see what I'm saying? So, that first time, I couldn't do it. I was bladder shy. I was getting all weird with it. And then finally, when he put it into layman's terms, man, and listen, in DOC, a lot of dudes try to fake the funk, man. They try to say, hey, look, man, I can't pee. It's too early in the morning, this and that. They give every excuse in the book. But if you don't piss in that cup, it doesn't matter if you're clean. It doesn't matter if you're dirty. It doesn't matter what you got going on. If you don't give a sample, you're going in the box for 60 days. And you're losing visitation for 6 months. It's that 60-180. So you got to give them something that they're looking for. It's the worst thing that you can do is try to fake the funk. So I was in that 3-minute period, and I drained the old weasel piece, handed it off, and thank God on that bid that was it. Now the second bid never got piss tested until the very end of my bid, when I barely made work release. Which was even worse, because now, after everything I just told you, I'm bladder shy with it. I'm on the streets, well, kinda. I'm in Miami, sleeping in prison, but I'm riding my bike to work, riding my bike back to the place, you know. And I come back and they're like, "Hey, you got a piss test," and I'm like, "Okay." I went in there and I couldn't piss, man. It was a combination of being bladder shy. It was a combination of that, and I'll never forget Sarge. He was like, "Hey, man, look, you know what I mean? He's like, you're probably dehydrated," because he knew I used to work out, this and that. So at the end of the day, man, I make a long story short. This is crazy. It's embarrassing, but hey, listen, man. This is how you whoop them, man. If you pay attention, everybody, pay attention to this right here. You got people in there. Pay attention to it. I never got piss tested after this, man. So, I'm literally in the bathroom for 20, 30 minutes at this point. And I'm slamming water. I gotta pee, but I'm bladder shy with it. And finally, Sarge's like, "Hey, man, look, I got to take you in, man. I got to take you back to South Florida, man. If you can't drop a sample, this and that." He's like, you probably are dehydrated, this and that. So I'm like, "Listen, man, Sarge, check it out. I'm going to give you what you want, okay? The problem is, man, I got a shit, man." He's like, "Come on, man." Literally, word for word. He's like, "Man, come on, man. You know I can't leave you in here by yourself, bro." He's like, "Man, you can't just piss in the cup." I'm like, "Sarge, man, listen. I don't want to go to the box. I'm not trying to go to confinement. Listen, man, give me the cup. I got to drop a deuce." He's like, "God damn, man." It was a black dude, too. Funny as hell. He's like, "God damn." But he was cool, though, man. He was cool with it. A buddy of mine, a real good friend of mine, we talk to this day all the time on the phone. He was at this camp with me. I'm going to bring him to the channel. He ended up, he was a real good mechanic. He ended up changing this Sarge's tires all the time when we were in there. But anyway, back to the story. The Sarge's got a shirt. He's got a shirt over his, he's got a shirt poked up. He's just like, "Come on, man, hurry up with that, man, come on." He's got his back turned to me. I'm just like, at that point, man, I had chain gang gold, because finally I could sit down. I took the little cup, I put it between my legs, dribbled it in there, but I shitted on him, man. I shitted on him. Listen, the dude's got his back to me, so I'm just like, I'm ripping it, man, ripping it. He's like, come on, man, this should stink, man, you stink. Killing it, man, killing it. But I guarantee you, man, if you shit on them, you never get called. Can't say the same thing for probation. I can't say it. I've been on probation probably, man, a wild guess right here, probably in my whole life. I've probably been on probation, felony probation, 9-10 times in my life. Separate cases. I completed it one time only. And it was after I took that shit and I shit on him. I really shit on him because I completed the probation, man. You follow what I'm saying, man. Hey, look, man. Make sure you share this video out there. We're trying to get these subs up, man. You know what I mean? They got the cancel culture thing going. They got this whole, they got the cancel culture thing going, man. They got the whole censorship thing going, man. We're solid white boy family over here. Share the video out there. I hate to beg for it, but like it. Big shout out to Eugene. Big shout out to Eyes Never Lie. Big shout out to Frankie. Big shout out to Dallas. Big shout out to Critter Corner. Big shout out to all my solid subs, man. This is Bird. Big shout out to everybody out there, man. You know what I mean? If you can, join the members, support the channel, go to the merch store. But most importantly, man, like it, comment it, share it out there to the internet world. And hey, man, look, as I always say, man, stay safe, stay out, stay solid. Shit on them, man. Shit on them. Tell your people, shit on them. 2 drug tests now. Shit on them, man. Until the next one.